What's up, ladies and gents? Today we're playing Fallout 4, and I'm a little upset. You'll see why. This is still pre-recorded. I think it's easier to do it pre-recorded. The mic, I'm able to go back and check the audio and see if the mic was working correctly, because usually when I record, the microphone is not working, which I don't know about anyone who's ever recorded, but that is probably the one thing that makes me the angriest, is when it will not record correctly. So I fixed it. Just pre-record everything, right? It's so much easier. And so much simpler too, because if I felt like I could make this into I could just rehearse everything I'm gonna say and make it sound like I'm doing it. So it's really good practice for stuff like this. Could start doing video game skits on GTA 5 and make it look like a legitimate thing. You know, take off the HUD and the heads-up display and everything. I could do that kind of stuff. I could start doing a series for this. So, anyways, let's get to the actual game, because that's more important and more exciting than what I was saying. Just as everything is. So, I don't know about you guys, but I've been having a lot of fun. If you've played any other Fallout game besides this one, so that includes Fallout 1, 2, Brotherhood of Steel, Tactics, the canceled version of Van Buren, which is you probably didn't get it in its the final form it got to before it got canceled. That's a Blacklist game. Couple other things. So yeah, anyway. That scared me. To explain this, I will have to explain something to you correctly. That was a mini nuke. That was a mini nuke. Now, since this is all pre-recorded, that Nuka-Cola sign up there, there's a bridge. If you look up, you see the bridge? That's where he is. There's two of them. One of them has a fat man. And see, I heard it. I saw him. I saw the mini nuke come at me too. That was the worst part. That guy made me so angry. I can't remember how many times I died from him. I can't remember if it was just these 2 times or if I died a 3rd time. But I do remember he made me very angry. And it was not worth it. Going after him was not worth dying as many times as I did. It really wasn't. Yeah, so it was just the 2 times I died. Okay. But dealing with him was such a hassle. Because I had to find him. I had to kill him. And then I had to do what I had to do. I had to get rid of space. This part was really annoying for me because I thought somehow I could jump up there. I don't remember if I succeeded, because this has been 4 days since I recorded the video. So I've forgotten. Because I pre-recorded a lot of this before I even started the series. Oh, okay, yeah, I did make it. He shot off the mini nuke. But yeah, I pre-recorded a lot of it, all before I actually started playing. So I've got a lot of footage. Today is, well, by the time this releases, it's gonna be Thursday, I would assume. Somewhere around, early morning Thursday, 1 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, so Saturday, the weekend, is when I'm going to host a very large session of Fallout, and I'm going to record a lot, and I'm going to get a lot of data, or not data, footage. I'm gonna have to make a lot of room for the game. I didn't even notice that he was that it was possible. I keep forgetting feral ghouls can pretend like they're dead. In Fallout 3 in New Vegas and Fallout 1 and 2 and all the other games, they were always standing up. They were always walking around, and it never seemed like they were dead. So it was always confusing. So I finally found him, got the Fat Man, the machete, which I love because I still use the machete. 4 days later, I'm still using that exact same machete. So it was really good to have. It really helped. It really helped me because leveling up my big league makes melee weapons do more damage. So the machete ends up doing about 33 at the current moment, at the current time that I have it in. So it helped me. So yeah, I like having it around. Dog meat,
Hey.
I give some to, I give the Fat Man to dog meat, and I give a couple other things. A lot of the things you won't see in Fallout is usually when I go to the settlement, because whenever I go to the settlement, it always becomes like this big thing. I forget what I'm doing. It becomes this big old hassle of, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do there? What am I going to do in these specific places? And I don't want it to be like that, but that's what it becomes. So at that point, I just don't do it. If you can hear the pitter-patter, like background-wise, it's because it's raining at my house. So there might be background noise where it's like, you can hear a slight patter. But that's because it's raining. It's been raining since, let's see, it's 10 o'clock now. It's been raining since 6. So I'm sorry if you can hear it and it annoys you. I can't really do anything about that. So I guess you'll just have to get over it. Holy crap. I forgot that was even there. Like, this is all pre-recorded and I still forgot it was there. I forgot that turret was there, so it actually kind of surprised me when I saw it start shooting at me on screen. But anyways, I've ranted for so long I forgot where I even started. So, new subject. I need a new subject now. Feral ghouls. I'll go with them. Oh yeah, I'll go back to that whole thing. So if any of you ever played any of the other Fallout games, they always pretended to be dead. So it kind of surprised me when they started jumping up. I started a raid on the Corvega assembly plant. So this is what this is. It's gonna be a raid. And what I'll start doing raid episodes where I just go into random locations and I start murdering people. That's what my raid episodes, if you see them on YouTube, that's what they're gonna start being. It's gonna be a raid episode. I'm going to do a couple of them. There won't be a lot, but they'll still be there. But yeah, feral ghouls were always up and around and everything. You never expected them to be dead. If they were laying on the ground, you knew they were dead. But now it's like, they're laying down on the ground and you have to pop a couple bullets into them to make sure they're dead because you're not sure anymore. But the problem starting out with the game is specific weapons, you can't find a lot of ammo. For example, the pipe pistol, you can find bullet after bullet after bullet. No matter how many you waste, you're always going to end up with more than when you start shooting. So, shooting a ghoul with, say, a 10mm at the very beginning of the game is going to be very costly because the 10mm does more than the pipe pistol at the very beginning. Like, say you're level 2 and you don't have any perks to upgrade your pipe pistol. You don't have any of the gun nut. Well, by default, the 10mm does more than the pipe pistol. And if you can't find any ammo, it's costly. It's, at that point, you're just thinking, well, crap. What do I do because I can't shoot it? And at this point, you really don't want to use a pipe pistol because they're annoying. But yeah, and feral ghouls are really OP now. They're really scary. I hope Bethesda does something about that soon. Because because you'll be playing and everything, and you'll be having fun, and out of nowhere, Feral Ghoul teleports towards you and starts smacking you around. And I like what they did. I like that it's harder now. I like that this is happening, that the games are slowly getting harder. To some people, that's a bad thing. People don't like their games to be very hard, but to me, it's kind of a good thing. I like it that the game is harder. It gives me more of a challenge. I like my games to be challenging, which I understand. That's why there's a hard and a survivalist and all that stuff, but I could care less about all that. So, yeah, I like that it's getting harder now, recently. It just makes me feel better that games are slowly doing this. It just feels like a thing that needs to be done. Games need to get harder. You can't just constantly have that easy, feel-good game. You need a challenge occasionally, or else you're just going to be expecting to run through it all. Let's see. Surrogate Nation as a whole, we don't do a lot. And there's a whole reason behind that. I personally feel that we're not too good as a YouTubing nation. So that's why we don't do much. But if we could, we would do more. But we need suggestions. So if you guys have any suggestions, tell them to me. Put them in the comments. Message us through our Facebook. Message us through YouTube. I think you can still message through YouTube. I'm not entirely sure. Give us your suggestions, because seriously, we need some ideas. I don't know how Bobby and Zach feel about this, but I want more ideas from you guys, because you guys want to see what you want to see, and you guys are important to me. The fans are important to me. So I want to know what you want to see. Also, if you have a specific game in mind, tell me. I'll see if I have it in stock somewhere. If one of the three of us have it. I'm really the only one that does gaming. Zach and Bobby are going to start doing, what is it? They're gonna start doing like a podcast type deal. I don't know how that's gonna work, but that's what they were talking about doing. I hope it goes through, because really, I will give them something to do. Also, we're gonna be trying. I'm gonna talk to Bobby about doing some kind of like series thing. I don't know if it'll be animated or not, but it'll be there. Anyways, let's get back to the game. Dog meat. I've been experimenting with dog meat in my other profile, along with a bit later on with this one. I've recorded it, but there's been other stuff. I found out there's dog armor. There's like doggy armor, and it's really cool. And it's really nice, and I love it, and I love to play with it. But there's not a lot of armor. So that upsets me. What also upsets me is that I want to know what Bethesda has in mind for a DLC. Any DLC, really. I just want to know. Because I was personally upset with New Vegas and its DLC. I liked Honest Hearts, I liked Old World Blues, I liked Lonesome Road, kinda didn't like Dead Money. That was kind of annoying. But I feel since Nellis Air Force Base is technically an expansion off of, supposedly, Area 51, they could have done an alien one, like they did with Fallout 3, where you get abducted by the spaceship. They could have done something like that, and they could have taken us into Area 51 where sorry, where scientists are still experimenting with experimental weaponry, spaceships, a new companion or two, alien weapons, something. It would have been really cool to see what they could have come up with for Area 51, and I feel like Bethesda really lucked out on a major gain there, because honestly, I would have paid for that. That would have been good. I mean, I got the Game of the Year edition of Fallout, but honestly, if I hadn't gotten the Game of the Year and I had to buy each of the DLCs separately, I think I would have gotten that one first. Because it really was something that I'd noticed wasn't a DLC and I really wanted to see. And I didn't, and I was upset. I wasn't really upset, but I was kind of upset. And I want there to be, like, I want there to be a Revolutionary War type thing where you have to reenact the Revolutionary War, kind of like in Fallout 3 where you have to reenact Anchorage. If any of you played Fallout 3, you remember you had to reenact a historical event in the alternate timeline in 2076 where you had to sorry dog mate, where you had to relive Anchorage. I use that word a little lightly because you weren't technically there, nor did the events that unfold in Operation Anchorage, the DLC, not the actual time, technically didn't happen if you look at the terminal in the DLC, in the building, right where you meet the guy who shoves you in. If you look at that terminal, technically it states that the events within the thing did not happen like that. So to me, I want something like that where you have to I hated this. I'm sorry. I took a couple tries on this and it was really starting to piss me off. And yeah, there was a button there that I didn't notice at first. And I'm sorry for everyone who's sitting here. Hit the button, hit the button, hit the button. I didn't see the button at the time, so I'm sorry. But I feel like if they were to do something like that, they could make a good amount of money. Because I don't know about you, but I feel like reenacting the Revolutionary War. I think it'd be cool to stand alongside George Washington for a moment. And he's like, "So, who are you?" And you're just like, "I am the all-powerful Vault Dweller. Fear me, I'll kill you." Or whatever response you give. And he's just like, "Yeah, whatever, crazy dude. Seriously, whatever. I don't care." I think it'd be cool. As for how you guys feel, that's how you feel. I cannot change how you guys feel, and I will not try. I also hope that if they do the DLCs, they do it right. Because they have done it right. Their DLCs for every game have always been wonderful. They've always chosen quality. Quality has always been their biggest thing, it seems. Except when it comes to like bugs and glitches. Then it's kind of like Ubisoft, but a little better. So I'm hoping that they won't end up really buggy, because I've had some bugs through Fallout 4, but not so many that it's unplayable. That just pisses me off to the max, where it's unplayable for me. I've had bugs though that make me go, I wish this would stop. Just quit it. Never had that. Oh wait, yes, I have. Sorry, I'm confusing myself now. I have had it to where I'm just like, quit, stop, no. I have not had it to where it's unplayable for me. I always have it just to where it'll freeze for 3 seconds and then it quits, and then I get out of there, because it usually starts lagging when that happens, so I'm just like, oh god, never mind. Prime example of this is, the Dragonborn DLC for Skyrim. I had that problem. Or what was it? It was for Fallout 3. I missed, and I missed again. It was for I missed again. Was it Fallout 3? No, it was for Fallout New Vegas as a whole. When I played Fallout New Vegas, it was a really fun game. The vanilla was amazing, and then as soon as I loaded some of the DLCs, it became next to unplayable. It glitched so many times, so often, that I couldn't play it anymore. It didn't want to work. And that was across both systems, so no one can be like, oh well, you should get an Xbox next time. Because from what I've heard, Xbox had the same problems. They were getting glitches just as PlayStation was. And so I don't want to hear it. If I want an Xbox, I'd get an Xbox. But we're getting off topic. Well, I'm getting off topic. Yeah, who cares? Off topic. Point is, I hope the DLCs they release do not cause the game to be unplayable, because they have had game-breaking DLCs. Which ones usually cause it, I never found out, but I do know they have game-breaking DLCs. I hope that they will not use the mods as an excuse. The mods that are coming out for the game that are for console, I hope that will not make them feel that they can just not make a DLC. Like, they do not use the mods as an excuse, like, oh well, people are making mods now, they can make their own story, we don't have to. I don't want them doing that. That's pointless, that's stupid, it's a waste of money. Well, it's a waste of a way to make money. So I hope they do it, because I think it'd be cool. Let's see, what else can I talk about? The companions. I like the companions in this game. Dogmeat, Deacon, Dance, Kate, Curry, Codsworthless, Piper. See, who am I missing? McCready. I guess McCready is pretty cool. He's kind of a dick though, which it keeps him run with his character. It really does. It keeps him run with his character perfectly. Because I remember Fallout 3, when he was mayor of Little Lamplight, he was just a gigantic jerk. I hated him. I wanted to shoot him. Which, ironically enough, is the first thing I do when I meet him. And, when I met him in my other profile, I took out my shotgun and I blew his head off. Because honestly, I hated him so much in Fallout 3, I felt like I had to pay him back. So I just shot him. Felt so good. Anyways, so the companions in this game, they make me happy. It makes me feel good knowing they didn't screw up. Piper, especially as a companion, she makes me feel better. She adds some flavor to the storyline. Or not the storyline, just the game in general. I haven't played much with anyone else, but Piper is by far one of my favorite, right beside Kate and Dogmeat. They're my favorite. Repair bobblehead fusion cores permanently last 10% longer. That helps me so much. I've had fusion cores run out when I don't need them to. I guess that could be an effect of the bobblehead, but you know, whatever. But yeah, they did almost next to perfect job of companions. Now, there are some things I would like them to change. I wish they hadn't done the layering system for the companions like they did, such as, I know you have to transfer the armor to their character, and then you have to equip it manually, which I kind of understand, but I wish you could just give it to them, and then you have a whole grid where it shows where goes where instead of just having that list. Because you get a list, that's it. You just get a list. But whatever, it's their game, not mine. I can't argue about any of it. So anyways, we're getting near the end of the video, so I hope you enjoyed it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends and family, do whatever. I really do. At this point, just I'm running on fumes at this point. I'm tired. So have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good day. Whatever. See ya. Bye.